We got a mock draft to react to, courtesy of Pro Football Focus, PFF. If anybody knows them, we all should know them. Let's get into it. Everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of TheLead. Your host, as always, Harley Dugan. The Houston Texans have a PFF mock draft. So let's get into this, guys. They obviously just put one out yesterday, so the timeline on Twitter and social media is going crazy to see what are the first two picks for the Houston Texans. Yes, they have us with two picks, and this is interesting, so let's get into it. Before we do, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We are on the road to 8,000 subscribers. Appreciate every single one of y'all that has liked, commented, subscribed. Currently at about almost to 5,500. We're about 20 more subscribers away. So make sure you are subscribing. Make sure you are smashing that like button. As you're smashing the like button, go ahead and comment down below. How do you feel about the mock draft PFF cooked up for our Houston Texans? Remember, this is a Houston Texans state of mind. So you're going to see some other teams here, but we do not give a damn at the moment. Get that out of my face. These are the top guys, as we now know: Marvin Harrison Jr., Caleb Williams, Drake May. But we are going to go to the Houston Texans immediately. So that's what we're doing. And bam, they have it right here. You got your first two picks, ladies and gentlemen. Round one, round two. Adonai Mitchell, wide receiver out of Texas. A lot of people are familiar with the name. Obviously, went to UT, so I know there's a lot of Longhorns fans watching this. Mitchell gives Houston a boost in talent level no matter how you slice it. Smooth route runner for 6'4" wide receiver, evidenced by his 73rd percentile separation percentage against single coverage. Now, that last sentence is great to hear because at the end of the day, you have Nico Collins, you have Tank Dell, and defenses are going to, take a look into Nico Collins a lot more this coming year, as well as Tank Dell and what he did his rookie year in just a short amount of games that he did play. So Adonai Mitchell could be a guy that is getting those one-on-one coverage, single coverage kind of, schematic plays for him just because the defense maybe not respect him as much as a Tank Dell and Nico Collins. They're not going to want Nico popping off again this year like he did this last season. So Adonai Mitchell would be an absolute fit for this Texans team. I have no problem with it. 6'4", that obviously helps our red zone area because we struggled offensively in the red zone. We couldn't punch it in to get a touchdown. Big body wide receiver, obviously that helps you in the one-on-ones and the jump ball situation. So I have no problem with it. He kind of separated himself going to UT with Steve Sarkisian and Quinn Ewers. Didn't see a lot of him when he was in Georgia and Stetson Bennett. Just that offense wasn't revolved around that kind of scheme. We saw more pass-happy offense with the Longhorns and Steve Sarkisian, and Adonai Mitchell had a great year for them. So I have no problem with taking him and bolstering this wide receiver group and adding more talent for CJ Stroud. I have no problem with it whatsoever. Now, the second round pick, we got Jeremiah Trotter Jr. If anybody's a little bit older than me, I remember Jeremiah Trotter, his dad, who played for the Eagles. I don't remember all of his career. I just remember him in Madden specifically. Shows you my age. But Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is just like his dad. Absolute badass, but really good in coverage as well. Linebacker feels like one of the most, if not the most, pressing needs for this team, Texans. 2024 linebacker class isn't very deep, but Trotter is one of the few in the class with starting potential coming out of college. Now, I will say this. I'll preface this to saying I haven't seen a lot of Jeremiah Trotter Jr. in terms of digging into more research and whatever. This is my reaction to him getting drafted for us, but at the moment, I do know the name. I do know Clemson. And what I do know about Jeremiah Trotter is he is an absolute badass. Great in coverage, great against the run. He can do it all kind of linebacker, and that's exactly what he was for Clemson this last year. I just don't know if he's a Mike linebacker. I don't know that because the Texans need a Mike linebacker. They need a middle linebacker. Currently, you have Christian Harris and Blake Cashman, and both of those guys are your opposite side linebackers, but you need a middle linebacker. That's why I've been stressing so much about Edgerrin Cooper for my Texas A&M fans out there. I would even go up in the draft and get Edgerrin Cooper if I really wanted to. I think he's the best Mike linebacker in this draft just because there isn't a deep class for this linebacker group in 2024. But if Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is a Mike linebacker, sign me up. I don't know if he's there in the second round, but I would absolutely do it. They have him as a D grade on here for the Houston Texans, but I'm not going to see that because I definitely love the name and I love what he's done just from the clips I remember him from. So the Houston Texans attacking the wide receiver in the linebacking group for the team. It's an absolute need for both. Both of those positions are an absolute need on this Houston Texans defense and offense. You add talent for CJ Stroud. You add some talent for former linebackers coach and linebacker in D'Amico Ryans. I'm pretty excited about this draft right now. Am I going berserk? No, but I have no problem with it. I like exactly the direction it leads us to, and I think we will be a lot better team with both of these guys on the Houston Texans. Make sure to comment down below. Give me your reaction. How do you feel about Adonai Mitchell and Jeremiah Trotter Jr.? As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.